far down are you gonna go?
Basically from here to the end of that big lily pad patch, because just behind that lily pad patch there's a pretty expansive grass field.
I'll make sure I stay out of it.
Well, hey, I appreciate it, man. I really do. Oh, that might be my personal best. This is one of the best days of fishing in my life. Oh, we just cracked 100 inches.
Taking home $925 set minimal.
Good luck to you out there. Stay safe. Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 2 for the Kayak Bassmaster Series on the Kissimmee chain located here in Central Florida. We're able to stay alive on day 1. We actually finished in 33rd place out of 224 anglers. We had 88.25 inches. Okay, 15.75. 16.75. 17.75. 18.75. Alrighty, y'all. 19.25. The top 30 crushed it. They were 90 inches plus. So my original predictions were 175 to be in the top 10%. That's who cashes out. But after day 1, I imagine you're going to need another 90 inches. So a total of 180 inches to be anywhere close to the top 10%. So we're going to need to go out here and do exactly what we did yesterday, if not even a little bit better, to have any hopes on cashing a check. But as always, we first want to get that skunk out of the boat, then catch a limit, and then cull up from there. But we have 2 primary spots we're going to be focusing on today. Both of them are areas where these bass have been bedding. So I'm hoping that they replenished and that we are going to be able to interact with a few good ones today. But we will see what day 2 has in store. So y'all stay tuned. As always, y'all, I appreciate you watching. Now let's go fishing.
So how far down are you gonna go?
Basically from here to the end of that big lily pad patch, because just behind that lily pad patch there's a pretty expansive grass field that I'm going to flip as well.
Okay.
So it's
basically a quarter mile.
yeah. So basically from here, a quarter mile down.
I'll make sure I stay out of it.
Well, hey, I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Yeah, that's just proper etiquette. So try to return the favor.
Oh, for sure.
To
For
other
sure.
people.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Fellow competitor knows that I potentially could cash a check today, so he wants to stay out of my main area so I can have a shot at cashing a check. So it's good to know that good sportsmanship is still alive and well. He said that wants to make sure he gives me a fair chance to cash a check today, so that's very kind of him. So let's see if we can make a run for this thing. Let's look at the deep dive app and see what the day has in store. So first cast is at 7:30 and that wind is going to be blowing out of the north, and as the day progresses, somewhere around noon, the wind's going to be blowing out of the south, and our bank is going to be more and more protected as the day goes on. Whenever the wind begins to shift out of the south, somewhere around that noon time, you can tell that that barometric pressure is going to start dropping, so hopefully that's going to help our bite out. I always like using the deep dive app for preparing for tournaments. It at least gives me an idea of what the day has in store. Click the link in the description below to find Deep Dive, and a huge shout out to Deep Dive for sponsoring today's video. Alrighty, y'all. Line's in, 7:30. Day 2 of the Bassmaster Kayak Series here on the Kissimmee chain. We're gonna have this rod locked in our hand for most of the day. Yesterday, the only way to get these fish to react was to drop this right on their head. There are a ton of birds over here. Let's see if they know something I don't. First mistake of the day. Oh man. That at least clues me in, but that was a good 15, 16 incher that'd be able to start the day off. Man, that would have been a good way to start the day. I'm still trying to keep my head in the game. Never fun missing that first one, but just gotta keep on fishing here. I know there's more around here like that. That's one of the right ones. That'll get your head back in the game. Boater just saw me. That's not good. Takes a million flips, but it only takes one bite. It's not a bad one to start the day. It might be close to 18. I think I got her to touch 19. That is a great way to start day 2. Thank you, girl. May take a lot of flips, but as long as you're interacting with the right ones. I'm gonna go try to flip some lily pads for a little bit. See if that's a pattern. So far, I've only interacted with 2 fish. We're a little over 2 hours into this thing. Gotta keep on flipping this little rage menace around. Alrighty, y'all, that is another good one. These bites are so hard to come by, but whenever they commit, they seem to be good ones. Man, she wasn't going anywhere. Oh man, might be another 19 or so. This water's so shallow, it's hard to land them. They have no room to kind of bury themselves in the water, come right to the surface. And look at that one. She may be more than 19. Alrighty, 19 and a quarter. Should probably go about 4 pounds. Thank you, girl. That was another great one. That is the quality that we need. I'm trying to stay mentally engaged here. It's hard to show how many flips it takes to get bit. It's easy to drift off mentally. You gotta stay in it because at any moment that can happen. I think that that confirms what we're going to be doing the rest of the day. All right, number 3. Definitely the smallest one, but it is number 3. $14.5, number 3. Thank you, buddy. needing to retie. For some reason my line is fraying after checking it, after catching that 14-incher. Cannot afford for that line to fray and snap. Let's tie a snail knot real quick. Put our 3/8 ounce tungsten weight on there. Fun fact, I watched Mikey Balls back whenever I was in college, and I always saw him flipping. And so I went out, this was like in 2012, and got some tungsten weights, and these are those tungsten weights. 7 wraps. We're gonna go back through, cinch that down. I always like to take some pliers and grab that tag in. All right. And then you just created a little booby trap. Whenever that weight comes down, that hook pops up. In case you're not familiar with a snail knot, it really helps drive that hook into the roof of their mouth. Move spots. Let this spot rest for a little bit. We're able to pull 3 off of it. We're gonna go over to the secondary spot that I found yesterday. This place has a little bit more sparse grass, a little bit deeper. It has a ton of lily pads too, so see if we can pull maybe 1 or 2 out of here, maybe fill that limit. We got 3, 2 really good ones, and it's official. This little Rage Menace is glued in my hands. Oh, like I was saying, glued in my hands. Oh, that might be my personal best. Wow, look at that one. Oh my, thank you God. Wow, check that out. That might be my personal best, y'all. I don't know. Let's first get her on the board, get her measured. I'm gonna have to weigh her. Oh, that's a heavy fish. Whew. 22 3/4. Let's see how much she weighs. Zeroed out. 7 pounds, 9 ounces. Oh man. Alrighty, y'all. 22 3/4, 7.5 pounds. That is what you want to catch during a tournament. What a beautiful fish. My personal best too. For this it was 7 pounds 1 ounce, believe it or not. So we got it by half a pound. Thank you, girl. Whew, man, what a fish. In a tournament at that. What a way to catch number 4. personal best during a Bassmaster Kayak Series. I've waited 32 years to catch one 7.5 pounds. I don't know why it's taken me that long, but it has, and man, what a time to catch it. That was a beautifully proportioned fish too. So one more for a limit. Oh, you just can't make this stuff up, I promise. That's our limit fish, y'all. You just can't make it up. Oh, that may put us in the money. I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon. Probably gonna be another 18. That might be 19. Let's get this fish measured. Make it official. $20.25. This is one of the best days of fishing in my life. Thank you, girl. I just did some math and I think we're over 95 inches now. So we need to get rid of that 14.5, and that's just gonna be gravy on the biscuit. I thought to cash out, you're gonna need 180 inches. Our 2-day total right now is 184. We'll see if we're able to get rid of that 14.5. Hey, guess who just caught a 20.25?
Are you kidding me?
I have 95.75 inches right now.
In the same spot? Are you catching them?
They're not far away. I got to get rid of a 14.5 and I may be top 10. There's big fish around. I just got to keep on. I got 4 hours to get rid of a 14.5.
Oh yeah, you got that. We love you.
Alrighty, yeah. I love y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Alrighty, y'all. So just a quick midday update. The tournament is officially halfway over and we are sitting at 95.75 inches with that 14.5 that we need to cull out. If we can cull that out with another like 18 or so, we're gonna be in the very high 90s, and I don't even know what that's gonna do for us. People were cracking them yesterday, but we are definitely on them right now. So we're just gonna keep that Rage Menace in our hands, keep flipping, and hopefully we land on one more giant's head and we can make a run at this thing. So let's go see what the rest of the day has in store. We're officially halfway through, so we got to get rid of that 14.5 and we're going to be sitting really good. So let's see what we can do. All right, let's get that Rage Menace. Just need to keep it in the water. I don't know if you noticed, but I've had my electronics off both days. I'm a big believer in this shallow water. That transducer knocks and scares these bigger fish off. So I know that the average depth out here is 3 to 4 foot right now, which is actually a deeper area in this lake. And it's just sandy bottom. All this is really good hard bottom for these fish to be bedding. We're gonna circle back around, make one more pass through all of this. There's no reason to go anywhere else. We're just looking for one fish. I just did some math, and for us to crack 100 inches, we need a 18.75, which with the way that today is going, seems like that is very probable. We've got about 3.5 hours left to do that. Every quarter inch here counts, especially now that we are potentially in the money. So every quarter inch we can put between us and the field is just going to be huge.
Back to that area?
Yeah.
I didn't see. I was going to fish, but I figured I didn't know where you were. I mean, I caught 3. I've had 5 bites technically.
I'm just going up and down there. You're welcome to just...
What mean, I don't even care anymore. I don't even feel like fishing.
Yeah, I mean, I got 95 3/4 right now.
Where are you fishing?
Like,
if you don't mind me asking, I'm obviously not going to go back. It must be that area.
yeah, I guess. I don't know what it is about that area.
Are you fishing these outside reeds or the inside ones?
I mean, the ones on the outside in particular are holding more fish. But I'm just, I mean, I don't even know how many times I've flipped.
3/8?
Yeah.
I can't even feel my shoulders because I'm flipping so much.
Yeah.
Bro, black and blue?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I don't even know what to say. Are you throwing it on braid?
Yeah, 50 pound.
Yeah, same exact thing. 50 pounds.
I don't know, man.
What, you got a big one?
22 3/4.
I quit, man. I'm going in.
Are you really?
Yeah, have a good one, brother.
Well, hey, I really do appreciate you giving me that spot. I very well could be in the money because of you, though. I appreciate it.
Well, I mean, God bless you. I hope you are. I'm just personally frustrated.
Yeah.
You understand?
No, I totally understand. I would be too. Well, needless to say, he wasn't very happy. At least I was able to thank him. Time to go get rid of this 14.5. All right, here we go. Looking for a 16 plus incher. No. Wow. There was my cull. That was a good one. Well, that was definitely a missed opportunity, but sometimes flipping up into these bully whips is risky business. We've got 1 hour left. It's a good thing we capitalized on the bites when we did, because today I've only put 5 fish in the boat. Just goes to show you, you don't need a lot of bites to have a large bag, but I would really like to get rid of that 14 incher. So what I've been using this entire tournament is a little Rage Menace with a 3/0 flipping hook, 3/8 tungsten weight with 2 bobber stops pegged. I have that on 50 pound braid. That is what I've caught every fish on. Yes! Oh, we just cracked 100 inches. That took all day. Yep. Alrighty, y'all. We just cracked 100 inches. Got rid of a 14.5 with a 19.5. Thank you, girl. Incredible day. All right, I know that we just have a few minutes left, but I just had to call my wife and calm down a little bit. Honestly, I've never cracked 100 inches before, ever, fun fishing or not, and I also caught my personal best today, and this is during the Bassmaster Kayak Series, the biggest tournament of my life. So it's just very surreal. I'm blessed to be here. We've only caught 6 bass, and they have just been giants. So I'm having to modify Rage Menace Magnum could kind of be like a regular Rage Menace. That's how I just caught that 19.5. Otherwise, there's not enough room for that bait to collapse. All right, well, this is crazy to say, but we now have to cull out a 19-incher. That's our smallest one, a 19-incher. Oh boy. We got about 20 minutes left. We will just see what these last few minutes have in store. Last cast. Alrighty, y'all. I could not be more happy with the way those 2 days went. Alrighty, y'all. That completes day 2 for the Bassmaster Kayak Series out here on the Kissimmee chain. And what a crazy day. Somehow we managed to crack over 100 inches and we were able to make a run at cashing a check today. All I know is that yesterday the winner had 103/4 inches, and that's exactly what we have today. And somehow I managed to catch the largest bass of my life, the largest bag of my life, inside of the largest tournament of my life. I'm very happy to share that with y'all today. Thank you for staying with me. We did not catch a lot of fish today, but we managed to catch the right ones. I don't know where exactly we stand. Everybody, I'm sure, hasn't submitted their fish yet. We got about another 30-45 minutes for people to submit their fish, but we're gonna head back to the launch, load up, and then I will let y'all know where we finish.
All right, in 15th place, also with 189 inches, but he had a 22 3/4 to win the tiebreaker, taking home $925, Seth Venable. Seth, we appreciate you making it out, man. We'll let you talk about what you catch the 22 3/4 on to win this tiebreaker. That was your big fish.
Yeah, it was off of a Rage Menace that I cut down. I ran out of Rage Menaces, so I kept trimming them down like an 1/8 of an inch, an 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, and it was probably on the last little nub that I got it off of. That water is so shallow. When you're fighting those fish, you just pull them right out of the water and they can spit that hook so easy. So thankfully we were playing and get to the boat. I would like to thank God, first of all, for getting me here. My supportive wife and daughter back there. Want to thank them, and also for a deep dive from the sponsor. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Taking home $11,250 with 204 3/4 inches, Sherman Bishop.